Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Dancing to his left, and that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. 1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 22. Now Willis on 1st and 10. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 26. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Malik Willis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Check three. Slant. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 1.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as good running gets him to about the 44. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Winston. Steps away to his left. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd down, Winston. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Come on.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
3rd down, it's Willis. Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, And now it brings up 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Winston now from the 50. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titansons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
From the 22, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll run with Gibson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jameis to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10 now, Willis and the Titans at their own 25-yard line. First and 10, Willis. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw once more on second and 10. Willis eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a first and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. Play action now, Winston. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Winston. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Gibson is in. Touchdown, Washington. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Willis. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Flushed out right. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Willis to throw once more. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Off the play fake, Winston. Steps away. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. He's got a man. Complete. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
1st down, Winston. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And here's a give to Gibson. 70 yards on the ground for him so far.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Rip right. 41's coming. 41's a mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Thomas has got it. Complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On first down, Willis.
Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
As they've got it to the 28-yard line.
To the air on first down, here's Willis.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
2nd and 7. Second down throw coming by Willis.
Flush to his right.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Willis, gotta have this one.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. Up to the 20.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Winston now. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. To throw is Winston.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. play action. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Sliding out of the pocket. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
51 to Mike, boys, 51. Watch the run, watch the run.
To the air again with Winston. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Big edge, big edge, big edge. Switch, switch, switch.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
65. Breathe, easy. Mike 51. Here it comes, here it comes. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. We got to get the ball. See, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
On 1st down, Willis. Check down here for Henry. Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
On 2nd and 10.
Willis.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Jalen Reagor,
his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Willis will try and throw for this.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Gibson again.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Complete, it's Dodson.
Touchdown, Washington!
Jahan Dodson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Willis to throw.
And he coughed it up.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And the return will stop right around the 25. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Here's Gibson.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
One more time with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Coming out of the end zone, here's Dontrell Hilliard. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.